Hello everyone, this is Magnetar Prime, and here I have the Transformers Miniwarriors figure, Cogz, also known as Gears. This is a third-party Transformer figure made by Igear under their Miniwarriors line. And let's bring this packaging closer to the camera. And on the front side we have a nice picture of Cogz or Gears transforming to his robot mode, and a graphic design of the vehicle mode. We also have the MW-05, which is Miniwarrior 05. And on one side we have a nice graphic design that says Miniwarriors in the same style as the Transformers. And on the back side we have the bios for this figure, which is not that impressive. And we have like these blueprints of the figure itself, or what seems to be like blueprints, which is a very nice design, by the way. On the other side, nothing really that caught my eye. It's Miniwarriors, and this is all for the packaging. Now let's take this figure out of the box. And here we have Cogz or Gears out of the packaging. And just so you guys know, he actually comes transformed into his vehicle mode, and he comes packaged right in this clear plastic bubble. We also get the instructions and a nice collector's card, which I'm gonna show you right now. I'll set the instructions aside. Now this collector card is very nice. The quality is really good. It has a nice picture of this figure in his robot mode. On the back side we have a blueprint, kind of a blueprint of this robot, and we have the technical specifications for it. I'm gonna read it to you. It says strength 8, intelligence 7, speed 6, endurance 7, rank 6, courage 8, fire blast 2, and skill 6. And the quality, or this is almost as thick as a credit card. It's a thick plastic, and this is a very nice feature that the third-party companies are doing now with their figures. Every time we have a new figure from a third-party company, most of the time we get a nice collector's card with it, which is a very nice trend in my opinion. Now I'm gonna move all of this aside. Let's set this aside real quick. And now let's talk about this figure. Again, this figure's name Cogz, but everybody knows that this is Gears. And Gears is an Autobot from the Generation 1 family. In the Generation 1 series, he likes to complain to a ridiculous extent, and he is sometimes cranky. Despite his size, he is a strong Autobot and a tough warrior. Now this figure has a lot of details. It is a very nice figure. It definitely resembles the Generation 1 character Gears. And the plastic quality is good. It feels very sturdy and solid. And again, the details are just are really nice. It does have a lot of details sculpted right into this plastic mold, as you can see right on his chest and his legs. And this is what it looks like from the side view and the back side view, which is very nice. The paint job application in this figure is very G1 show accurate. I really like the colors. Now I'm gonna show you the weapon of this guy closer. And this is like a rifle, a 3-barrel rifle. And on the instruction it actually tells us that he he should hold his weapon this way, but I guess he could also hold it this way as well, and that will be totally up to you. Now I'm gonna set this gun aside real quick, and I'm gonna show you this figure has two gimmicks, and I'm gonna show you the first gimmick right now. Is the face plate that it can be switched or rotated. Now this is a very nice head sculpt. It definitely it looks G1 accurate, but if you want this guy to show or to look more like the G1 to look more like the Generation 1 comics, all you have to do is just rotate this faceplate around, and then we have this nice faceplate that resembles the Generation 1 character Gears, which is a very nice option in my opinion. It definitely is a plus for this figure. Now the other gimmick of this figure is that he has these like propulsors or air intakes right here, which I guess it will allow him to fly or jump into a high altitudes, which is a very nice gimmick, you know. And I'm gonna fold this down. I'm gonna rotate this guy around, and I'm gonna leave him with this faceplate for the next few minutes. Now let's take a look at the articulation with this figure. This figure is very articulated. As you can see, you can switch the faceplate of this guy by just rotating this around, just like I did before. And the articulation is good. The only thing that I have to say or make a note is that the articulation on the shoulders might be a little bit limited sometimes, and that is because this big plastic piece right here, that it kind of like restrains some of the movement in this figure, especially when you move the shoulders to the sides. Like this guy cannot move this any further than that. Like that's it. You cannot go 90 degrees, or 45 degrees or even higher than that. So that's all you get for his shoulder articulation. However, you can move this up and down, and it might be a little bit of an issue if you want to rotate this all the way because of this big plastic section right here. But he does have elbow articulation, and his fists are not in a swivel, but he has a ball joint right here, so you can rotate this or you can spin it around as you want. Now he has waist articulation right here, as you can see. His legs can be moved to the sides, back and forth, and he has knee articulation right here. Also a swivel right on the leg, which can be rotated 360 degrees, as you can see. And let me see, the robot feet can be moved up and down, but this is for transformation purposes. So overall, this figure is very articulated. Oh, and another detail that I want to mention is that he has these like rocket launchers hidden right over here in this section right here, which is a very nice feature. I forget to mention that before, and they're right here. I hope that the camera can get this little detail because it's a very nice detail, you know. So as you can see, this is a very possible figure. I really like it. Now I'm gonna switch this back to the Generation 1 Gears face because I like this one better than the other one. But like I said, that's a very nice gimmick of this figure. Now, I definitely think that Igear is doing a great job with their Miniwarrior line. Now, I'm gonna bring some other Transformers figure for a quick size comparison. And here, for a size comparison, I have another Igear figure from their Miniwarrior line, and this time is Henge, also known as Brown. And this guy right here was actually the first Transformers figure that I reviewed a few months ago, and it was a lot of fun reviewing this guy. Again, these two are Miniwarriors or Minibots. Like in the Generation 1 series, they were like the shortest Transformer bots out there, except for Rumble and Frenzy, I guess. But the size is very G1 accurate. Now I'm gonna get Brown out of the way. And here, for another size comparison, I have the Transformers Rebuild the Shield figure Bumblebee. Again, these two are definitely in scale. They look just about the same size, and they display really cool next to each other. Now I'm gonna get Bumblebee out of the way. And here, for another size comparison, and just in case you want to know how this guy displays next to a masterpiece figure, here I have the Transformers Year of the Horse Optimus Prime. Now this is definitely in scale compared to a Generation 1 show, because this is how it's supposed to look. Again, this guy is a Miniwarrior or a Minibot, and even in the Generation 1 series, he was a very small robot. Now I'm gonna get Optimus Prime out of the way. Now I'm gonna transform this figure into his vehicle mode. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove his weapon, and I'm gonna set it aside. I'm gonna fold this in just like so, and I'm gonna put these legs together just like so. Now next thing is I'm gonna move this up. I'm gonna move this up again, and I'm gonna fold his arms down just like so, and I'll do the same over here just like so. Next thing is I'm gonna rotate this backpack around 180 degrees, and these rocket panels right here, or the rocket launcher, I'm gonna fold this panel down Fold it this way, just like so. Might be a little bit hard to move this little panel to get your fingers in there, and I'll do the same over here with this side panel. I'm gonna move it all the way up. Now I'm gonna push this in, and I'm gonna tap these arms inside, and now we pretty much have one front of the car, or the vehicle mode. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fold these legs in, just like so, and we're gonna make sure that taps in properly. And the transformation for this vehicle is not that complicated. It's not intricate either. It is actually very simple, and it's not a lot of it's not a headache to transform this guy into his vehicle mode. Now these panels, we're gonna flip them down just like so, maybe all the way in, and this is the vehicle mode for this figure. So this vehicle mode is really cool, and it is very similar to the Generation 1 toy. I don't have that toy, so I cannot compare size with that one, but again, this is a very solid vehicle, and it's kind of big when he gets transformed into his vehicle mode. Now it does have a lot of details. As you can see, the rims on the wheels has been painted silver, which is a nice detail, and on the front we have the grille that has been painted silver as well, and the headlights right over here. Now the side view is just fine. I'm sure that with the Repro label stickers, this figure looks it looks better. Now let me see, you can actually peg his weapon right on the roof, right over here, as if it was a mounted cannon or a mounted turret. It's a very nice gimmick. Again, I like this vehicle. It looks very cool. Now I'm gonna bring another Transformers figures for a size comparison. And here I have the Transformers Rebuild the Shield figure Bumblebee. Now these two figures, once they were transformed into the robot mode, were almost about the same size. But once Cogz or Gears transform into his vehicle mode, it is a larger figure than Bumblebee. It doesn't really bother me at all. It is just fine with me. But again, this figure looks very nice in his vehicle mode, and is a very accurate representation of the Generation 1 cartoon character Gears. Now I'm gonna get Bumblebee out of the way, and I'm gonna bring another Transformers figure. And here we have Cogz right next to Rodimus Prime. And in this case, Cogz or Gears vehicle mode is a little bit larger than Rodimus Prime, and in this case it shouldn't be this way. But again, Gears is a third-party Transformer figure, and I think that the idea is for this guy to be displayed with another Masterpieces figures. Now I'm gonna get Rodimus Prime out of the way. And here, for a final size comparison, I have the Transformers Generations figure Drift. Again, this figure, Cogz or Gears, is very nice. I definitely like his vehicle mode. It is a very solid vehicle mode, and the size is just fine, you know, either in his robot mode or his vehicle mode. And now that we have seen the robot mode and the vehicle mode of this figure, and also all of the gimmicks, again, the plastic quality on this figure is really good. I did not get any flaws on my figure at all, and it displays very nice in his robot mode and in his vehicle mode. I definitely think that the size for this figure is just right, and it will definitely be a great addition for your collection. And with this, I conclude this Transformers video review of the Miniwarrior figure Cogz, also known as Gears. And if you like my Transformers video reviews, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Magnetar Prime, or you can visit my Facebook page, Magnetar Prime Reviews. Thank you for watching. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time.